Okay.
2009, Ivory Coast. We missed that. We didn't go for that. There were 8 nations at that. The only one from East Africa was Tanzania. We went 2011. We qualified in Kenya. I remember vividly seeing for President then Lawrence Mulindwa Obiad Namiriango dancing in Kenya after we had qualified. It was his first major championship he qualified for. It was the major he ever qualified for anyways. He didn't qualify for AFCON or the World Cup. So he danced in the middle of the park down at must have been Nyayo Oscar Kasarani, one of the two, when he qualified for that. But anyways, let's look at what's happening now. The team is in Tanzania. Everyone saw Alan Okello. They are at a place called Karatu in Dar es Salaam, where there is a Rhino Sports Club. That is the field where they are, and is where the pre-CHAN tournament is meant to happen. We're supposed to play Kenya yesterday, but Kenya withdrew at the 11th hour after traveling to Dar es Salaam. Their technical team led by Benny McCarthy, your man from Porto. When he eliminated, when his goal eliminated Manchester, I know you're very happy. Yes. Many years ago, I advised that the condition of that Rhino Sports Club is not pristine enough for the Kenyan Harambee Stars to play there.
That was Ben McCarthy's verdict.
McCarthy for you, yeah, Ben McCarthy's verdict. But talking to lads down there, the team members and officials down for the Uganda side, they told me that it wasn't. It's not as bad as Benny McCarthy reads into it. But anyways, you can't question anyone's opinion, especially Benny McCarthy, the level at which he's played and coached football. So today we come again. We're going to play Tanzania. It's a pre-CHAN tournament. CHAN starts. CHAN, by the way, if you're listening for the first time, or Brother Ratoro who forgets regularly, it's the Championship of African Nations. It's played by only players that ply their trade in the local leagues. So it starts on August 2nd in Tanzania, Burkina Faso versus Tanzania, and will conclude on the 30th. We're in Group C. We shall be playing at home. But this is a pre-CHAN tournament that was organized to sharpen the teams a little bit, because apart from that, I don't think any other team has had any friendlies, maybe apart from Senegal. But if you look at Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, this was meant to be ours, one where we were meant to gauge our readiness. But the Kenyans pulled out. We've got the Tanzanians in there, and Senegal is going to travel down to the East African region soon, and will play a couple of games also as part of that. Apart from that, the team is ready and flying to go. They've had a couple of sessions down in Uganda at various grounds in Butabika and at Philip Omondi, and going for that, they know it's good to prepare them. 26 players traveled down to Tanzania. Coach Paul Put knows. No, sorry, not Paul Put. Coach Molebie Kwanso and Fred Muhumuza know that they've got to get the right blend in order for Ugandans to pick interest in the team when the action comes around. We don't start till the 4th of August when we play Algeria at Nambole. It's going to be an 8 p.m. kickoff. Then 4 days later, we shall play Guinea. Then 3 days later, we shall play Niger. Then around 6-7 days later, we shall conclude our Group C with a game against South Africa.
Barnes, talking about the fixtures, why don't we have the opening and closing games?
Now, I can reliably inform you, Ruben, that despite the fact that Uganda government and of course government, National Council of Sports, Ministry of Education and Sports, and of course FIFA were pivotal in mooting this Pamoja idea that won us this bid to host CHAN, but importantly AFCON 2027. We didn't meet a couple of standards set by CAF. Now, Ruben, what Ugandans don't know is we paid maybe some Ugandans know. What most Ugandans don't know is that we paid $13 million for the CHAN tournament. But what happened is CAF later told all the 3 East African nations.
If you say we paid, you the who?
Uganda, the government.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
government of Uganda.
I'm a taxpayer.
Oh.
I can call myself Uganda proudly.
So because when you mention we, I am asking we the who?
We Uganda, unless if you disown me. Unless if you disown me, but I mean Ugandan. I pay my taxes.
Yes.
Yes. So about $13 million US we paid, but CAF, in determining who hosts the first game, and especially the first game, dictated that there's got to be extra monies, and those monies don't come off the $13 million US, and that is the reason why Uganda, at the time they were told that Uganda, the local organizing committee especially, by the time they were told that, they were informed about that, it was very late. And remember, the protocols in Uganda dictate that you go through structures. I'm not saying that Kenyans don't or Tanzanians don't, but for us, you've got to go through systems in order to get extra money, which extra money for organizing an opening game would be in the excess of $5 million US. Okay. Then something else that failed us to host either the opening or closing is the stadium capacity at Mandela National Stadium, Nambole, the stadium capacity, and a couple of other smaller details. For example, we don't have a standard VIP lounge, standard VVIP lounge that can accommodate the high profile that CAF can invite down to come to Uganda to watch an opening or closing ceremony. In the future, they're going to expand the stadium to become a 200 VVIP capacity stadium. 200, just for VVIP in the future. Then there's going to be something to do with the capacity of the stadium as well. Currently, Nambole doesn't sit beyond 38,000 fans. Yet stadiums in Kenya and Tanzania host a much bigger number. Okay. So those are part of the reasons as to why we didn't host either the opening or the closing. But in the future, I think going into AFCON 2027, Nambole will be elevated to that standard, will be closed at the top so that when it rains, we don't have to run out of the stadium, and we shall be able, I think, we shall front ourselves. And CAF, I think, will agree. Something else that I did my research even while I was away. CAF has headquarters in Kenya. Some big office in Kenya. So not headquarters, but big offices in Kenya. So you can see where the pool can go.
Again, man, we have had a couple. Besides, we have been actually in 6 editions of CHAN. This is our 7th edition, rather 7th edition. What I would love to know, Barnes, is what happens after CHAN? I mean, we've not followed up on our players after CHAN. We're famous by St. Thomas score that beauty. 2014. The 2014 edition.
Burkina Faso, yeah.
And since then, St. Thomas has been a journeyman, gone to Congo, came back here, playing for Vipers. There's no maturity in terms of football. So what happens after CHAN?
Yeah, that is the biggest question, and I do not have the answer, Ruben.
You must get it, Barnes.
You know why I don't have it? It's rooted in our culture. We rush. Ruben Kibira Mpima will walk around the streets of Kampala, look at I'm sorry to say, a very beautiful girl and think that she's marriage material. Yeah, of course. I'm looking for.
Look at buildings.
I'm looking for a relevant.
Why don't I look at buildings?
No, I'm looking. I want to be realistic.
Exact. You want to be exact.
Yes, and exact.
So my eyes look at ladies.
You look at the ladies, and you think that because she looks. Sorry, Ruben. When Majid Moussi was leaving to go to France, everyone in Uganda, whether Villa, the fans of the club that he played for, know the opponents, rivals, bitter rivals, Express and KCC, or any other Ugandan said, Majid Moussi to Vile wanotojao. These players simply leave because they scored a couple of goals here and there and excited a couple of our agents, and they go. When they're not even prepared to live out of their house for just one day, even in Uganda. Some of them can't leave this place, can't leave Kampala, go camp in Kigezi for a week. No.
You'll be homesick.
They'll be homesick. So it's historical. But hopefully, and that is the trend that we're taking, and it will not change now. Okay. The reason is this simple, Ruben. We've got to get the fans back into the stadiums in Uganda. If we get the fans back in the stadium in Uganda, then the guys will stay longer, because if averagely a Ugandan player earns maybe 7 million shillings a month at their club, there will be no reason for him going to Kenya or Tanzania or Vietnam, where he's going to earn 9 million Uganda shillings a month. They will rather remain at home then and know that the 2 million shillings is made up by seeing Ruben here, by going to Kampala Road and walking around and seeing guys that I studied with, period. So we've got to get interest back in the local league, the funds back in the local league, the sponsors back in the local league, so that these players can actually earn money. Ruben, at times you've got to think about these lads. They've got families to fend for. They've got futures to take care of. Okay. You can't blame them for leaving. If, for example, Saidi Cheyune, after, I think, the latest 1 or 2 editions back, scored a stunner of a goal from just halfway, after crossing the halfway line, scored a great goal and was taken by Elmerick and hardly played a game of football down there. But you can't blame them for that. That's why I say I have no answer to
that. Anyway, that's John Barnes for you, and of course, the senior man. I love the seniority in you, John Barnes, and I'll able to tell you that the Ugandans appreciate your expertise on sport. Me inclusive.
I'm humble.
So, John Barnes, away from the Chan, which is a few days left.
But before we leave the Chan, there's a big topic of discussion in the Chan that you've not asked me about, the ticketing.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
The tickets, where can we get them?
Before we get
Are
the
they
tickets,
on sale even?
Not yet. Before we get the tickets, the pricing of the tickets is becoming a big problem for us. There was a press conference that happened a couple of days ago, I think about a week or two, a week or 8 days, 9 days ago, by the Communications and Signage Local Organizing Committee, Subcommittee, Mr. Mujimba. He told the public that we shall watch football at $1, $2
and $3. Yes.
That is the categorization. $1 for us, the ordinary Ugandans. Then $2 for
VIP,
then VVIP is $3. And then trust Ugandans to start rumors. There have been rumors flying all over the place, but I can tell you right here on Uganda Broadcasting Corporation TV that the communication from CAF that finalizes ticket prices is either coming out today or tomorrow. So what was Mujimba saying? No, what happened is CAF gave every East African nation that hosts Channel AFCON an opportunity to determine their ticket prices. Okay. They had to look what happened elsewhere. For example, the last AFCON in Algeria, averagely, an ordinary Algerian fan was paying 5,500 Uganda shillings. That's how much in dollars. That is about $1.5. Yeah, $1.5. Okay, so you cannot. What CAF wants is a football taken to the masses. Yes. That's why they don't want to. So what about me who wants to actually get money out of football? No, that's my name is an event manager. Yeah. I have been given rights to take care of the gates in Nambole. Yeah. I've paid off my money to FUFA. So the game is 40,000. For purposes of China and AFCON, CAF clearly told the local organizing committee and the governments that are concerned that there is you're not going to recoup what you invested. And that is the reason, for example, government has got to be giving Nambole every match day. We're going to have 6 match days. No, 6 match days at Nambole. We're going to have the group, our Group C. Yeah. Those are 16 games spread across 5 match days, by the way. There's 5 match days. Then we're going to have a quarter-final and a third-place game. Those are 7 games. But on every match day, Nambole is going to be getting 143 million Uganda shillings for maintenance. Okay. And that is where the biggest problem comes in. I do not know whether Nambole is ready for that money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nambole. They are ready. Nambole went to the dogs. They are ready. Nambole went to the dogs because of poor maintenance. Please, Nambole Stadium Board and manager, Mr. Jamil Sewanyana, please ensure that the money is put to good use. Otherwise, we cannot afford having Nambole go back to the dogs again. But the good thing is, after Chan, exactly on September 3rd, the stadium is going to be given back to Uganda People's Defense Forces to upgrade it to that standard I've told you that has got to accommodate the AFCON 2027. There's going to be a canopy, there's going to be that VIP, there's going to be something about the dressing rooms, there's going to be something about the media tribunal. Loads of things are going to change again. It's going to be a new Nambole. And of course, the reason as to why we have less capacity than what we think we have, 42,000 is what we're supposed to be having. We have 38,000. They're going to bring a couple of things there to ensure that everyone, wherever you're seated, you can get a clear glimpse of the stadium. So those are small things that are going to be done around Nambole in the future. Okay. But, Ugandans, please ensure you go down there and watch football. Yes. There will be 2 games every day. There will be a game at 5 p.m., but Ugandan games will ever be happening at 8 p.m. Okay. Ensure you go down and watch football. But I want to ask Mr. Mpima Ruben Kibirango before he diverts me from this Chan AFCON tournament topic. Is UBC showing the games? Yes. Live and free. We have the games, John Barnes. I can assure you that the games are live. We'll be live on UBC TV. Those who can't go to Nambole will be able to watch via UBC TV.
John Barnes, we've had the women's football in Africa. That is the AWCON. I'm sure that you have an update regarding AWCON. So take us through. Are we on the semi-final stage?
Yeah, we are at the semi-final stage. Happens today at 7 p.m. It's going to be a big one of the biggest, I think, in the world. We really worth to watch. Nigeria is playing South Africa. South Africa are the Banyana. South Africa are the reigning champions, and Nigeria has won this as long as they want to, apart from the last edition when the South Africans beat them to the trophy. They didn't beat them to the trophy per se, but they won the trophy. And it's going to be a big exchange when those two teams play. But also women's football elsewhere in the world, Europe. The women's
Germany
Euro.
play. Is it
Today it's England against Italy. It's at 10 p.m. local time. I think it's going to be one of the biggest games as well, because Italy came out of Group A, was second on 4 points, beat Norway, which had come out of a group as top on 9. England lost their first game against France, but has recovered now, beaten Wales, beaten Netherlands, and beaten Sweden.
After trailing 2-0.
2-0 up to the 77th, 78th minute.
Game.
So that is also going to be a very good game. But still, if you compare the crowd, been watching these games, both Africa and Europe, you realize there's a big gap, especially in terms of the fans that turn up for African games.
True.
When you're watching the Euros, women's Euro, you realize the crowds are filled to capacity. Spain was playing Switzerland the other day in a quarterfinal. Of course, Switzerland underdogs, but the fans made sure that they shout themselves hoarse to make Spain uncomfortable. For some time, by the way, they did, till the might of the Spanish pulled through. Then tomorrow will be Spain against Germany. Germany beat up on France in an epic quarterfinal. 120 minutes they played was determined on penalties, but the Germans played with a man less. They call it a man less. No, feminists, please don't come to me. Even the girls that play sport will tell you that in basketball, say, pick your man, not pick your woman. So I don't know why, Ruben. So feminists, please don't come to me. It's common adage in sports. Germany, their goalkeeper made a stunning save, Ruben. I do not think there's been any save I've seen in the world this year. Because it was supposed to be a goal. Anyone that watched that game can confirm. You've got friends that watch football religiously. They will tell you that that was the save of the year so far. She had dived to the right. The ball hits her teammate, changed direction. The last time I saw that save, I'm sorry, Ugandans, was when Villa was playing KCCA at Nachivo Stadium many years ago. Sadiq Wassa made a save from Higenyi. Higenyi's free kick deflected off the wall and changed direction. From nowhere, everyone was expecting the net to bulge. Sadiq Wassa appears from nowhere. Parries the ball out.
I also saw the big PSC goalkeeper, Gigi Donnarumma, a save against Delap.
Even Saka.
Was it Delap?
Even Saka.
Even Saka, yes, from close range. Yeah, so people have made saves.
No, but this one
have made saves.
Ruben, this one was ecstatic. It was not an everyday save, and especially women's football.
I know. Anyway, we've got to go. Beyond Barnes, unless otherwise.
There's cricket happening for Uganda. There's cricket in Entebbe. If you can, please go down and watch. Uganda is playing at 1:30. Big games. Pearl of Africa T20 series. It's a preparation for us to go into the T20 World Cup qualifier that comes for us in Zimbabwe next month. If we win, if we are top 2 in Zimbabwe, we shall qualify to go to the World Cup that will be hosted by India and Sri Lanka. Then Uganda sent a team to the inaugural Association of National Olympic Committees of Africa in Algeria. The team was flagged off yesterday by Dr. Bada Patrick Ogwell. 88 athletes from a couple of schools in 8 disciplines, including beach soccer and football, of course. Then, what else, Ruben? I think that is it. That is it for the stuff. We can end it at that. Okay. 11 days to the tournament. That is Chan. And, of course, Uganda is ready. Alan Okello did actually come out to say that they are ready. They are practicing everything, set pieces, corners, headers. So, Barnes Ekoditian said that we should all go in numbers to Nambole to support our national team, which will be playing at 8 p.m. Yeah, but also in a few days' time, you're going to start seeing the road from Entebbe to the stadium decorated with banners and about the chant that is coming up. Of course, it's a little too late, but better late than never, they say. The stadium Nambole is being branded by a company that CAF hires. It's called 1896. You know, this championship is not for Uganda. It belongs to CAF.
Yes.
Everything is done by CAF. So Don't blame government, don't blame anyone for anything being done slowly.
Okay.
It's about CAF now that
Okay.
takes precedent. And CAF has a big tournament. We've told you about the women's AFCON, so they had to be, they're split between the two. But they're coming to Uganda. The branding teams are in Uganda, so you're going to start seeing Kampala branded with Chan. But make sure you spare your money, keep it UBC to know the prices and where you will get your tickets, of course, but they're going to be online most of the time.
Are there complicated complimentary tickets, John Barnes?
There must be football everywhere in the world, even the World Cup final.
Has complimentary tickets.
And not 1,000.
We'll say we will have different answers for that.
Hussein will give us a couple of them.
Okay, we're out of here. We've been actually
thanks for the tea, by the way.
Yeah, we almost welcome.
Yeah.
And of course, you are most welcome to the state-of-the-art studios. This is a new studio, a state-of-the-art set. You need to give us compliments, John Barnes. While you were away, we came up with so many ideas. Maybe we had to sit on the ideas that we had.
Maybe. But I also wish that the state-of-the-art also transforms into our pockets.
Bye for now. See you tomorrow.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000. Or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21 hash and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com.